1 year ago, I was stuck in a weight roller coaster that I just couldn't escape from. I tried to do keto, I tried to do intermittent fasting, I joined boot camps. I even thought of using my ADHD medication to suppress my appetite. Nothing seemed to give me lasting results. I'd lose weight for a few weeks, feel good, and then bam, I'd be right back up the scale. It was this endless cycle of hope and frustration. And then I discovered Mounjaro. Mounjaro or Ozempic are similar. These are GLP-1s that initially were used for diabetes and now they're used for weight loss as well. And let me tell you, it completely changed the game for me. If you've ever felt like food has this hypnotic hold on you, constantly calling your name even when you're not hungry, I've been there. I used to think that if I were just disciplined enough, I'd magically avoid that late night snacking or the pizza craving. But I realized it's not always about discipline. Sometimes your body just needs a little help. Before I dive in, I want to be super clear. I'm not a doctor. This is my personal experience. Always consult a healthcare professional before starting or changing any medication. But for me, Mounjaro was a game changer, especially when I combined it with some key lifestyle changes that I'll talk about in a moment. Let me back up a bit and share with you how I got here. Growing up, I was actually skinny. Back when I was a teenager, I wanted to gain weight. By the time I moved to the States at 21, I was still skinny. I didn't drink or smoke, and I managed to keep things pretty stable. But then, around the age of 30, I developed a habit of drinking and smoking weed almost daily. It wasn't long before the munchies kicked in. I'd find myself devouring entire bags of chips and ordering late night burgers. Suddenly, the scales started creeping up and my weight would balloon to 190s. I'd panic, try a different diet or boot camp, drop down 20 or 30 pounds, and then eventually slide right back up, over and over. It got really discouraging. I remember how badly I wanted to get back in shape, especially after my divorce, because I was thinking about dating again. Let's be honest, we all want to look good and feel fit, and that can give you that extra boost of confidence as well. But no matter what diet or exercise program I tried, I couldn't maintain the results. Eventually, I had this conversation with my doctor, basically pouring out my frustrations, saying, I think about being slim all the time, but I can't seem to make it stick. That's when my doctor mentioned Ozempic and Mounjaro as possible options. At first, I was skeptical. Another medication? Really? What about not putting all these toxins in your body, and why can't I just, have the courage and go join a boot camp or start running in the morning? But I did the research, and this class of drugs called GLP-1 receptors agnostics, which essentially help you feel full. So you're not constantly fighting hunger pangs. It also helps regulate blood sugar, which is why it's often used for people with type 2 diabetes. And from what I'd read and heard, the side effects were minimal for most people, especially compared to other options out there. I decided to give it a shot, literally because GLP-1s is often injected weekly. Within a few weeks, I noticed something crazy. I simply didn't want to eat as much. I'd wake up and not feel that desperate needing to devour a huge breakfast. When lunchtime rolled around, I'd feel content with a smaller salad or something light. And here's the thing, I didn't feel deprived. It was like my body finally had off switch for hunger. If you've ever struggled with portion control, you know how powerful that can be. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't think Ozempic is a magic bullet. You can't just inject it and then eat an entire pizza for dinner and expect results. What made the biggest difference for me was combining it with a few major lifestyle changes. First off, I quit drinking. Alcohol had been a huge source of empty calories for me. Plus, it lowered my inhibitions. One beer turned into 4, and then I'd end up ordering takeout at midnight. Sounds familiar? Once I cut out drinking, my overall caloric intake dropped significantly. I also quit smoking weed. As much as it used to help me relax, it gave me munchies like crazy. I'd eat snacks non-stop. So removing that from the equation was crucial. And then there was this addition of meditation and mindfulness. I started getting serious about my mental health, taking time each day to clear my head, focus on gratitude, and tune in how my body felt. That made it easier to tell if I was truly hungry or just bored or stressed. Another thing that I did that helped a lot was incorporate intermittent fasting. It sounds ironic, right? The person who tried fasting before is doing it again. But here's the difference. On Ozempic, my hunger was manageable. I wasn't white-knuckling it, waiting for the fasting window to end. I could comfortably go longer without feeling shaky or cranky, and that made fasting a lot easier and more effective too. Today, I'm sitting at around 143 pounds. My abs are pretty flat, my energy is great, and my mood has improved. Now, I can't attribute all of this to just Ozempic or Mounjaro. Like I said, lifestyle changes have been huge, but I can confidently say that without GLP-1s, I'd probably still be stuck in that up and down cycle. It helped me break through the constant tug of war with food. It gave me that extra edge that all my previous diets, workouts, and yes, even ADHD meds just couldn't provide. If you're watching this thinking, will Ozempic or Mounjaro work for me? My honest advice is talk to your doctor. Everyone's body is different, and there could be specific medical reasons why it may or may not be a good fit. But if you've struggled for years with portion control and constant hunger, it's worth asking about it. The costs have come down quite a bit in many places, especially if you have insurance coverage. For me, I'm not going through insurance, but there's a compounding place in Austin. It's called Stonegate Pharmacy, and they're amazing. My cost per month is just $300. I know for some people it may be a lot, but for me it's a small price to pay. Plus, you also save money on food. So I literally just eat salad because there are many different ways of handling this. Like, it could help you even if you just don't make huge changes and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna eat whenever I'm feeling hungry, and I'm gonna still, not do as much exercise. But for me, it was like, okay, do I want it to be like really, really big? And because I wanted it that way, so I switched only to salad, so no carbs whatsoever. And then, of course, for proteins, I take chicken. So these are chicken salads, and I'm very lucky that my mom and dad are with me, and my mom just makes me this amazing salad. It's just really awesome. I put some sriracha sauce and olive oil in it. It's just mind-boggling. And from my own experience as well, like, side effects are minimal. Oh, also I was telling you about intermittent fasting. So that's really huge as well. Whenever I'm not hungry and I can go on, I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's try to get in the 130s. And I'm 5'9", so this is ideal weight for me. At my age, I think it's perfect and it couldn't be better. So of course, results will vary for everyone, so you can go ahead and try it out. I also want to mention that if you decide to try Ozempic or Mounjaro, don't forget the essential support habits. Pay attention to those triggers like alcohol or smoking that can lead you to mindlessly munching. Think about adding mindfulness or meditation, even if it's just for a few minutes every day. For me, because I went to Vipassana, which you can check out my video, I actually ended up leaving after 9 days this last time when I went, and I've gone there many, many times. Like, I say many times, but 4 times. So, just try that, even if it's for a few minutes. Consider healthier food that will keep you satisfied, like protein and fiber-rich veggies. And remember, the number on the scale isn't the only measure of your health. It's also about how you feel overall, physically and mentally. Because there may be many people that are a lot more muscular, or their bone structure is a little bit different, that may not need to lose as much weight. Above all, give yourself grace. Weight struggles can be deeply emotional, and it's easy to blame yourself when diets fail. Sometimes your body chemistry needs a little assist to get on track. For me, Mounjaro was that assist, and I'm beyond grateful that I found it. Now, if you want more content like this about navigating life's challenges, finding meaning, achieving financial freedom, and staying happy, I'd love for you to subscribe. Seriously, I'm on a journey to design a life I love, and I want to bring you all for the ride. Whether it's health tips, mindset shift, or just real talk about the ups and downs that we all face, I'm here to share what I learned in the hope it helps someone else. I appreciate you spending the time to watch this video. Don't forget, talk to a healthcare professional if you're curious about Ozempic or Mounjaro. Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care, stay motivated, and remember, you have the power to shape your life in incredible ways. Just keep going. Goodbye.